What's going on, everybody? This is none other than your brother, CU Buffs Media. Listen, man, I wanted to drop in and talk to you, man. We got two important topics we want to talk about on today. One of the important topics we want to talk about Sheduer Sanders. The second one, we want to talk about Warren Sapp. And I know a lot of people been talking about Marshall Falk and Byron Leftwich and a lot of the people on the staff. But I want to talk about two important things on today. One of them, again, is Coach Warren Sapp, and I want to talk about Sheduer Sanders. If you've been under a rock and haven't been hearing what's going on ever since probably the last 2 to 3 months, the topic of the conversation has been Sheduer Sanders is a bust. Sheduer Sanders is going to be a bust. Sheduer Sanders is not that good. All of a sudden now, just out of nowhere, the closer you get to the draft, now you're starting to hear conversations about what Shedeur can do. He this, he that, he hold on the ball too long, he can't throw this route, he can't do that route. Oh, well, why he at the combine, he's not throwing, he's not doing this and not doing that. I don't think a lot of people really truly want to see Shedeur Sanders excel. I think that many people just want to see him throw. They want to see him run. They want to see him do these things at the combine so they can have topics of conversation, billboard material, so they can talk about, oh, well, he this and he's that, to try to validate whatever their issue is. I mean, the truth be told, I really think that there's a lot of underlying issues that's not really being talked about, and that they're just really trying to use Shedeur Sanders and talk about, oh, he can't do this and do that, because there's a deeper issue underneath. Now we start talking about his dad, of course, Coach Prime. Everybody want to talk about that. You know, a lot of people can't get at Coach Prime because of who Coach Prime is, the effectiveness that he has. He's a polarizing guy, and all of these things is that they don't really like Coach Prime doing what he's doing in college football. That's really what the main issue is. But not only that, they don't like the bolstering and the bragging. Now, here's the thing, unless we are promoting a product for them to make money, then, oh, it's cool. But when it comes down to we can't control you, and maybe we don't, uh, you're bringing detriment to our system and our structure that we've been running for quite some time. So now you got this reporter running around here talking about Shedeur Sanders going to be a bust. All right. You got 1 million articles of being written about why Shedeur Sanders is going to be a bust. Excuse me, y'all, being under the weather. So if I sound a little congested, it's because of that, right? But that's neither here nor there. We're going to report on what's going on and what's talked about. Listen, man, we haven't seen some of these guys, and this is what I don't understand. And this is what I'm really trying to figure out and understand. How is it that us, who are amateur reporters, amateur scouts, just let's be honest with you, we're not getting paid to do this. We're not being paid to be a professional scout, to be evaluated and all this other stuff. Most of us on YouTube just doing videos and we sharing our perspectives and opinion, but we considered amateurs. We're not considered professional. But it's always amazes me how the amateurs and the non-professionals, we can see stuff that the folks that's getting paid, they can't see. I'm really believing that a lot of these folks that are in these positions is because of nepotism. I just really do believe that that's the issue. But now we got this issue where Shedeur Sanders is the topic of conversation. Every everything that he does. Now it's amazing because when he was at Jackson State, we didn't hear all this. Oh, Shedeur Sanders this, Shedeur Sanders that. But what we did hear, oh, well, he can't do this on that level. He's playing against black college. Oh, that's lesser talent and all this other stuff. Comes to Colorado, light up, light up the Pac 12, light up the Big 12. And now that excuse going out the window because you can't use that anymore. Every single time you try to come up with something to be a stumbling block and a roadblock to discredit Shedeur, He dismantled what you got. Now it's no, he threw the line under the bus. Everybody know when you listen to the sound bite of what he said. Anybody with common sense that is unbiased, know that that man ain't throw his doggone line under the bus. But this is what we got going on out here in the media. This is what we got going on out here in the media. Because we have these situations where the media gotta have some spin. It's like spins week every week. Spins weeks every week. You got these anonymous reporters. That's another thing that tripped me out. You got anonymous scouts. Don't nobody want to put their name to something when it's all talking negative and all that other stuff. But they want to put their name to things when they want credit, when things are going well. Listen, if you are an unbiased individual and you've seen the kid play, you know doggone well that there are intangibles there. You know doggone well the accuracy is there. You know doggone well that he's in a pro system, he's running well. You know doggone well he gets the ball out. Of course, it may be some time around. Some of those routes that I seen last year, some of those routes did take longer to develop because of the structure in the system, because of the type of elite wide receivers that Colorado has that can stretch the field. Ajante Wester, Will Shepard, Travis Hunter, and all the rest of them young brothers that's over there. So the ball was to push the ball down the field. Now, maybe if the line was better, maybe there would have been more. And I don't want to sit up here and beat down the line. They did the best that they could. But we're not going to sit up here and act like Sheduer Sanders is a bust. We're not going to sit up here and act like Sheduer Sanders didn't light up the doggone Big 12 in college football. We're not going to sit up here and act like if it wasn't Travis Hunter who won the Heisman or was a runner or was in the Heisman conversation, we're not going to act like Sheduer Sanders wouldn't have been in the Heisman conversation. Oh, no, let's not act like Sheduer Sanders wouldn't have been in the Heisman conversation. And they didn't want to put two Colorado. They didn't want to put two of Deion kids in the doggone Heisman doggone finals. They didn't want to do that. So guess what? They picked Travis Hunter. And then they tried to use Travis Hunter against Sheduer. But luckily, there's a unity and a brotherhood there that they wouldn't even allow you to pin one against the other. This is the type of foolishness that's going on out here. Okay? Now, I can't wait till the NFL draft. Oh, they got all these other folks talking about, oh, well, Sheduer Sanders going to drop. He might drop to the fourth round and all. Come on, man. Like, you know what? And then now, all of a sudden, we got the Ole Miss quarterback being talked about jumping over Sheduer Sanders in the draft. He may go number 2. This is the same situation with Blake Bortles. When Blake Bortles was at UCF, wasn't nobody talking about Blake Bortles being a first-round draft pick until probably about 2-3 months before the draft. Blake Bortles was seen throwing a doggone football in the garbage can. Then all of a sudden now that he's been throw the football in the garbage can, all of a sudden now he deserves to be a high-round pick. Went to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we already know what happened from there. Okay? Out of University of Florida. I'm a Florida boy. Out of University of Florida. Listen, man, we got to come to a point where we cannot allow the media and people who are in the media with whatever agendas that they have to sway our thinking and ignore reality of what we see. If you're going to be a fan, be a fan. If you're going to be a fan of the sport, be a fan of the sport. But we got to call a spade a spade. And we got to hold cats accountable. So if folks going to be out here talking crazy, because guess what? Oh, you best believe I'm going to be on their head his rookie year. Oh, I'm going to be on his head. If Sheduer Sanders get drafted and he is the starting quarterback for the team, I'm going to be on the media head every chance I get. And you better hope he don't light it up. Because I'm going to be on your head. We're going to call folks out. Okay? Now, Next, I want to get into, man. All right. The next thing I want to talk about that I want to look at is, y'all listen, if you have not been paying attention to what's been going on, okay, if you haven't been paying attention to what's been going on in Colorado, man, listen, it is absolutely a awesome thing what we see what's going on with the coaching staff there, okay? I want us to really, 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 really appreciate what we have, man, okay? All right, I want to play a clip from Coach Sapp. If you have not subscribed to Coach Sapp's channel, and I'm glad whoever thought of this and whoever the cameraman is, shout out to them. I'm glad that we got a Coach Sapp YouTube channel because, man, listen, what Coach Sapp did for BJ Green and all the rest of them boys last year, man, on that line. Listen, the level of energy, authenticity, and love that he had for these kids, man, it is undeniable. This ain't a put on, man. This ain't a put on. I love Coach Sapp's face right here. All right, let's get into this, man. I want to play this video, but fair use, fair use, fair use.
Who else wants some? They say my D-line didn't exist. Bullshit.
It's my favorite thing.
It's time to get nasty. It's time to get nasty. Let's go.
That's the Heisman Trophy right there. Would you like to win that tonight?
I'll tell you what, let's see if I can sneak out of here with it now.
I wanna put on my boogie shoes.
Signal. It's being in a proper stance, okay, having a proper first step, and then coming off the ball with both hands. Okay, so that's what we got to do.
Good morning. Morning.
Coach Pond, let us stay out there.
Good? Anything to make them better. Anything to keep working. Up with the plug, it's up with the load.
It's for the kickers. I think it's for the kickers. I know, I was going to pick it up too. I'm pretty sure that's for that, my bad.
All right, I see it.
Yeah.
I see it look down. Okay. I just saw what.
Listen, y'all, man, what Coach Sanders, man, did for Warren Sapp, man. I mean, we could talk, everybody got a pass. Everybody got a pass. I mean, we got skeletons in our closet. Some people currently got skeletons in their closet. But anyway, we know that Coach Sapp had some things going on in the past, like a lot of people. But, man, it take people like Coach Prime, man, who understands redemption, who understands being sensitive, who understands second chances, who understands that he has his brother's keeper, that he has a love for his brother, man. And this is so therapeutic. This wasn't just for the kids, but this was also with Coach Prime saying, hey, what you got in you, the gift and the ability that you have in you to talk to people, and the gift and the ability and the impact that you had. Remember, y'all, this is not the first time. Remember Jackson State. Remember when Jackson State played, Coach Sapp came to visit them when they was playing in Miami, I think against FAMU. So remember, Coach Sapp has been around, and Coach Prime has a way of encouraging, building the confidence, and drawing out of you the things that's in you that you don't even see. And this is therapeutic also for Coach Sapp. This also re-energizes and enthuses him as well. Let's get back to the video.
Big ball. You gotta go, Bob. You gotta go.
Hey guys, hey, are you practicing to practice or are you practicing to be great?
There it is. Turn it, puppet. Hold in. Let's go. There it is. There we go. There it is. Tighter, 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 tighter. Come here, come here. There we go. There it is. Long. There it reach. There we go.
Y'all, again, man, just look at Coach Sapp, man. Coach Sapp, it's almost like Coach Sapp is also a player, man. That's the thing about it. Everybody can coach, but can you relate? Can you speak? Not speak at a person, but can you speak to them? Can you touch the depths of their soul, where their emotions at, to pour out of them the greatness? And Coach Sapp, look at this position that he's in right here, man. He's looking, and this look is not just a look of watching them practice. He's looking for the dog. He's looking at what's in them to bring it out of them. It's also relatable because he's not just a coach that just coach that's at a distance. He's not an extrovert. He's not an introvert. He's an extrovert, but also at the same time, if you look at this, is that, man, these kids hear him. I remember DMX said, man, once you get the ears of a person, then they can hear you. Coach Sapp has the ears of every one of those players on the defensive line and on that defense. He has the ears. So when he speaks to them and they don't take offense. They feel like when he's speaking to them, they sense the care in him. And that's why they're going to play for him. And that's why this defensive line going to be dogs this year. Them edge rushers going to be dogs this year, y'all. I'm telling you. You thought last year was something? Man, these young kids from IMG and some of these other kids that's come in and some of the kids from last year, the dog, man. Watch how that D-line. Y'all thought last year was something? Watch what the D-line do this year.
There we go. Go with the outside. There we go. They should have sacked with the inside, and we cover with the outside.
That's the new D-line coach right there. Hey, listen. Listen, man, I want y'all to really understand how valuable this is. Him and Coach Sapp have two different temperaments. This right here, man, listen, man, I'm telling you, Coach Prime, pairing them two up, it's going to be, I'm telling y'all, man, the level of impact and knowledge that these kids going to obtain, not only that, these kids is already willing to run through a brick wall for both of these coaches. And we ain't even got to Coach Livingston yet. These two coaches have two different temperaments in coaching. They say the same thing, but see, here's why having two coaches with two different temperaments versus having two coaches with the same temperaments. Because every player on the team has a different temperament. It's no different than your child. I got a son, my oldest son, I could be hard on him. I could talk hard to him, and he respond. My youngest son, my baby boy, if I talk too hard to him, he fold. I can't get out of him what I can get out of him if I'm talking hard and aggressive like my oldest son. But when I'm talking to him, I have to switch up my level of communication depending on which son I'm talking to. So this is the reason why both of them compliment. He's more soft-spoken, but very knowledgeable. He can reach the kid that Coach Sapp can't reach, and Coach Sapp can reach the kid that he can't reach, because there's some kids on that team, they need tough love. And some kids on the team, they need you to put your arm around them and talk to them and show them, and you'll get everything out of them. That's why these two is dangerous, man. I'm telling y'all, that D-line and them linebackers, the whole defense period, but them D-line and them edges, watch what I tell you about the D-line and the edges, y'all. I'm telling you.
There you go. There you go, Captain. There you go, Light. Get out of there, baby. There you go. Let's go to work. Line, we go. There it is, right there. Put on that line, we go. Come back. Come back. We going out to shoot every time. Come on back. There we go. We redirected coming out of the shoot. There it is. There we go. Let's go. Good job, Alex. Let's go. Turn flat. Come on, Hips, and move your ass. You turn, you go.
Hey, man, listen, man. Hey, listen. I love the old school coaches, man. Listen, man. Hey, these guys, everybody's so sensitive today. Everybody's so sensitive today. Listen, coming up, man, we had coaches that, I mean, every coach on the team, every other word was a profane word. But wasn't nobody crying, wasn't no parents tripping and crying about, oh, he did it. You can't talk to my son that way. You can't say this and that. Man, listen. I'm talking about in the Little League. Listen, man, I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. In Florida, Little League football is king. And I'm telling you right now, parents now, man, listen, we talking kids 8 years old, 7 years old. Coaches cussing, talking. This is football, man. This ain't powder puff. That's football. Well, of course, today you can't do it. Everybody's so sensitive. You can't talk. I remember I saw a video with Marshawn Lynch, man. He had some young kids out there talking, and the parent just went crazy. Listen, if you don't want to play football, if you don't want your child to play football, and you got a coach, man, that's old school. Listen, man, that's the way we were brought up. That's the way, and it made us fine young men, strong black men. Okay.
Turn, you go. That way. Let's go. That's right, boys. That's it, boys. That's right. That's it, boys. We moving. Let's go. Let's go. Let's not be shocked. That way. I see you, fat daddy. Get this shape. Let's go. There we go, boys. Now we're going to double it, right? So we're going to fight pressure. There it is. There you go. Hand, hip. Go. Hand, feet, hip. There we go. Rip. Rip. Hand, feet, hip. There it is. There you go, Alex. There you go.
Man, I love this, man. I'm telling y'all, man, this is real football right here. I mean, I'm just excited, man, about what's going on, man. Listen. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the share button. Don't forget the subscribe button. It's not going to cost you a dime to hit that like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and support your brother, man, out here, man. See you, Buzz Media, and we getting ready to get it in. Listen, this year we're going to have some guests on. I'm going to be interviewing some folks, man, having guests on the show. We're going to be talking about this, man, all the CU Buff fans out there. Listen, it's going down. It's going down, family. Let's get ready. The season is already there. We already here, man. I mean, I can't wait for the spring game. We're gonna talk about the spring game as well later on, and we're gonna get to it, man. So y'all be blessed, stay up, stay encouraged, man. Shalom to you all, grace, peace, and many blessings. Until next time, peace.